Hi everyone, I'm Arushi and this is Lessons in Gold, an interview series with people who have lived through many years of life. Because we are all living through this long, but relatively simple journey, which is life, where we'll face numerous amounts of challenges as we all reach our destinations. And as we go through this journey, learning from the stories, experiences, and wisdom of our senior members will be invaluable to us. And the stories that we hear must never die. And they must always be passed down from generation to generation, inspiring all of us. With that, our first episode will be with Mrs. Jean, who will share with us how life was living on a farm back then and how different the world was compared to now. I hope you guys enjoy this first episode and hearing from her experiences and will gain the most out of it.
Okay, I was born and raised in Michigan, graduated and came down to Milwaukee for my business school.
Mm-hmm.
That was a year program. Got a job in an insurance company and was down here until I met my husband, who was also from Michigan, 20 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up getting married, had 2 kids down here. And then we moved back to Michigan because our parents were all there. All our families were there.
So is living on the farm a lot of responsibilities for everyone to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad had like about 45 cows.
Oh wow.
And that was a lot way back then.
Yeah.
And we had to do our chores. We did not have time for playing. We didn't do a lot of playing. And I had a neighbor girl, same age as me, and she had our honor roll was always in the paper. And my dad said to me one day, "How come she gets all A's and you don't?"
You don't.
"Well, Dad, because I have to go to the barn. I have to do dishes every night. I have to do all this stuff." And as I got older, I just automatically started doing more housework because I found out when I went to the barn to help, when I got done with the barn chores, I got up to the house, I had to do the dishes.
Oh God.
And that was dishes for the whole day.
Oh wow.
So I wised up and I quit going to the barn. And I just did the dishes and cleaned up the kitchen.
That's a lot of work. No dishwashers,
No,
anything.
No. I was young.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a bench in the old wringer washers. You have the bench with 2 tubs, big tubs, and the washer, and then you put them through the wringer, rinse them, and then rinse them in this water. Yeah, and as a young girl, I was standing on the bench to do this, and the roller's going and going and going. All of a sudden, my dress is going in the roller. Thank God my mother was there because she was able to stop it.
The dress going in the roller.
I have no idea what would have happened. I mean, I was pulling, it was pulling.
Oh God, that's a really complicated system to wash your clothes. I never knew that existed.
Oh yeah.
So do you see any differences in teenagers these days and how I guess you were like in your time?
Terrible. I think the teenagers today are terrible.
Oh.
They're wild. Not all of them, because like they say, you don't hear about the good ones. You only hear about all the troublemakers and all that, but yeah, there's a difference in them.
Mm.
I don't think they carry the responsibility at home like we had to.
Yeah.
I don't believe they did, Like you say, you didn't even know how they washed the clothes like that.
Yeah.
And
because for us it's all now like automatic.
yeah.
I think we forget how easy the world is now that we kind of live in.
In comparison.
Yeah,
yes.
in comparison.
Yes.